Hey, you. Yes, you. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. It's free. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or your computer, guys. Anchor will also distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and so many more platforms. Guys, you can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast. So simple and so easy in one place. Download the free Anchor app today, guys, or go to anchor.fm to get started. Hey loves, welcome to another episode of Divine Destiny with Latoya. I am your host, Latoya, and guys, I'm so happy, I'm so blessed, I'm so excited, I'm so honored to have you guys listening in to the podcast. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Guys, first things first, we're going to take care of a little housekeeping. Guys, whatever platform you're listening from, okay, whether it be Apple Podcasts, Spotify or Stitcher, wherever you're tuning in from, guys, be sure to hit that follow button, okay? Be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that follow button from whatever platform you guys may be listening from, okay? And subscribe to your girl, okay? Divine Destiny with Latoya. Subscribe to me, guys. Secondly, send me a review. Listen to a couple of the episodes, guys, and I want to hear your feedback. So listen to a couple of the episodes, send me a review, and let me know what you guys think about the show, okay? Give me a rating, okay? I want to hear you guys' opinions. Send me a review. Guys, you can go to anchor.fm/Latoya-Stapleton. Those are all lowercase letters, by the way. Anchor.fm/Latoya-Stapleton. And when you go there, you can get a direct list of the episodes from the show, guys. On that page, you're also going to see a link to my online store. Yes, your girl has an online store, okay? DivineCollection1.com. And that's the number one, by the way, numero uno, not the word one, okay? The letter one. DivineCollection1.com. Y'all go by the online store and check it out. Let me know what you guys think about it. Okay, you can email me. There's a when you scroll to the bottom of the website, DivineCollection1.com, there is a place where you can subscribe to the Divine newsletter. And guys, you can get messages for any new products, any new items that we have on the store. So you want to subscribe to the newsletter. It's at the bottom of the website, guys. So don't miss that part. But you'll see that we have t-shirts, we have jewelry, tote bags, we have fanny packs, we have phone cases, we have hats, we have fall headwear for the ladies, okay? And there's a sale on that, by the way. So ladies, definitely go check out the fall headwear from the Divine Collection, okay? We also have Divine Boutique that's on the way. Guys, go check it out. You don't want to miss it. I guarantee you're going to love the website, DivineCollection1.com, okay? So now that we got all that housekeeping stuff out of the way, let's dive deep into today's topic, okay? I'm so glad you guys decided to tune in and listen. I've got something good for you, okay? So just keep staying tuned, okay? Let's dive deep. Okay, guys, I just want to talk to you briefly about attitude, okay? A lot of times attitude is something that gets looked over a lot, but I want to elaborate on attitude in this particular episode. Guys, your attitude is so important, okay? Your attitude determines your altitude, okay? Meaning that if you have a positive outlook on life, if you have a positive perception of life and of how you view life and how you view others and how you view your situation, and more importantly, and over anything, attitude is all about the way that you view yourself, okay? And the way you portray yourself to other people. And guys, if you perfect that, okay, not necessarily it has to be perfect, but if you just strive on making it better, making your attitude better, guys, there is no height, there is no limit, okay, to the distance that you can go, okay? There is no limit to the distance that you can go. But you have to learn how to perfect, okay? We have to learn how to perfect our attitude, because we have to know that that attitude is determining our altitude. And guys, I just want to talk to you real briefly. I just began to study certain animals. I began to study them, and lately I began to look at the lion. Okay, don't ask me why, guys. Let me go ahead and tell y'all. Okay, I'm not gonna call myself weird. I'm just a little different. Okay, your girl is a little different. Okay, but sometimes, different is good. There's nothing wrong with being different. Okay. And that's something that I had to learn. Like, I spent so much of my life trying to fit in and be like everybody else, when God was telling me, like, Toya, you were never supposed to be like everybody else. Girl, I made you to be different. I set you apart, okay? Before you were ever even formed in your mother's womb, I set you apart. So you're not going to be like everybody else. You were never meant to be like everybody else. And now at the wonderful age of 31, almost 32, if it be the Lord's will, Sagittarius, check in, okay? If it be the Lord's will, 32 coming soon, I can finally say that I am so liberated. I can finally say that I feel so free. And I can finally say that, I walk in my truth. And it's all because of my attitude, guys. I had to change my attitude. I had to change my perception of myself, and I had to change my perception of others. And guys, I had to realize this is all a part of your attitude, okay? This is all a part. You got to get the right attitude. I had to learn that life is 10% of what happens to you, and it's 90% of what you do about it. It's 90% of how you react to those things that happen to you. And once you conquer yourself and you conquer your situation and you realize that these things outside of you have no power over you, guys, there is a breakthrough that happens that I can't even explain to you. There's a liberation that happens that is so anointed and it is just so appointed. And there is a such time that God has saved you, okay? God has preserved you and God has kept you, and he's preserved you for such a time as this, because there is coming to a point in your life, guys, where you're going to break free, and everything that's been holding you captive and everything that's been holding you bound, okay, and keeping you down, it's got to let you go. Okay, there's a divine appointed time that these things have got to let you go. So guys, if you feel trapped right now, if you feel like if you feel as though you're living your life in a cage and you just can't break free, I encourage you guys to hold on, okay? Because your breakthrough is coming. Your breakthrough is on the way. You just got to hold on and wait for it. You got to get the right attitude while you're waiting, okay? It's all about your attitude, guys. But yes, as I was saying, I began to study the lion, and I began to look at the characteristics and the traits of the lion. And guys, I'm an 80s baby, okay? 80s babies, check in. But okay, so guys, you see the recent release of the movie Lion King, okay? We're all familiar with the movie The Lion King, okay? We saw it as kids, but have you ever really just looked into the real meaning of it, okay? Have you ever really looked into the let's say the characteristics of the lion, okay? I just began to study this, and it's very, very interesting, guys. When you begin to look at the lion, you will see that. Have you guys ever wondered? Have you ever wondered who even made it? Who even made it? A law that the lion was the king of the jungle. Like where did that even come from? Was there a person or somebody that said, Okay, well, let's see here. The lion, okay, you're going to be king. Yeah, let's make you king. Have you guys ever thought about that? Okay, well, let me waken you up, okay? Because guys, my topics, my subject, they're designed to wake you up, okay? So let me wake you guys up to something. Guys, I began to study and I began to look at the characteristics of a lion, okay? The lion is the king of the jungle, okay? He's the king of the kingdom because he believes that he's the king of the kingdom. The lion is the king because of his attitude. The lion is the king because of his perception of himself. He's the king because of what he believes himself to be. Deep, right? Very deep. So I began to look even further and I began to see like, okay, but the elephant has so much more strength. The elephant is bigger. The elephant is larger. The elephant has so much more capacity than the lion, the rhinoceros. There are so many other larger, stronger, more powerful animals that are in the jungle, that are in the kingdom. What makes this lion the king? And it's not the fact that he's the biggest, because guess what, guys? He's not the biggest. It's not the fact that he's the loudest, because he's not the loudest. It's not the fact that he is the most strong, because he's not the strongest. It's his mindset. It's his mindset. Okay. The lion has an attitude to where he knows that he is king. And when the lion is out and he sees an elephant, one word comes to his mind, and that's lunch. Okay, the lion sees the elephant as lunch. Even though the elephant is 10 times his size, could crush him if he wanted to, the lion, when he sees the elephant, he doesn't think about the size of the elephant. He doesn't think about the fact that the elephant could crush him, because the lion is so elevated in his thinking, guys. He's so elevated in his thinking, and he knows so well who he is, that the other animals in the jungle, they respect that. They respect him because of how he carries himself and because of who he believes himself to be. And he believes it so strongly that the animals, they bow down and they respect it. They respect him. Okay. And so when the elephant is out and the elephant is just out and about, and the elephant sees the lion, the elephant begins to run or try to get away. The elephant becomes scared, even though he has all of this strength. Okay. He has all of these advantages over the lion. When the elephant sees the lion, he thinks to himself that he is lunch. He sees himself as the lion's lunch. So it doesn't matter about the strength. It doesn't matter about how big he is or how much power he has. It's his mindset, guys. The mindset he has is so low. He's so low in his thinking that his strength, it is of no value to him because it's not used properly. And he has lost his identity, and he doesn't even realize how much strength and how much power that he has. Guys, we have got to learn how to perfect our attitudes. Okay. One thing I had to learn is people can see. Okay. People can see, people have a perception of you, and people can feel your vibes. Okay. People can tell if you're genuine or not. People can tell if you're faking with them or not. People can tell if you have low self-esteem. People can tell if you're not confident in yourself. People can tell if you're not sure of who you are and you're not sure of yourself. And people can also tell when you are confident. People can tell when you have high self-esteem. They can tell when you have high values. They can see that you carry yourself well. And you know what? When you carry yourself well and you have an attitude of gratitude, and you have an attitude of where you know that you're the king, you know that you're the queen, guess what? Just as the other animals respect that about the lion, other people will respect that about you. Other people will respect that about you, guys. But what we got to stop thinking about ourselves. We got to stop putting ourselves in the mindset of an elephant, of a rhinoceros. When they meet the lion, when they come in contact with the lion, they feel inferior, even though they're so much more powerful. And guys, you are so much more powerful than that thing that you fear, than those people that you fear, that situation that you fear, that neighborhood that you don't feel as if you're good enough to live in, that home you don't feel as if you're good enough to buy. You are so much more better than that. God has so much more in store for you. You have so much more potential than that. Okay, maybe you haven't gotten those things because God, he wants you to think bigger than that. He wants you to think greater than that. There is so much more potential, so much more strength that you have. Okay, because God lives on the inside of you. So you're going to do greater works. There is so much more potential that you have, guys. But guess what? Just as all of that strength means absolutely nothing to the elephant because of his limited mindset and his limited way of thinking, guys, all of this potential that you have, it means absolutely nothing if you don't tap into a new mindset. Okay? Bishop T.D. Jakes said, "It is not the movement of the clock that determines the newness of life." Okay, that's why you can't pay attention to these people that's around here talking about, oh, it's a new year, it's a new me. You know what I'm saying? Thinking that because the clock rolled over to a new year, that it's supposed to be a new them. Because an intelligent person knows that the turning of the clock has nothing to do with the changing of their mind. Okay, it is not the movement of the clock that determines the newness of life, guys. It's the movement in your mind. Okay, because you can have all new things around you, but if you don't renew your mind, you're going to step into that new environment with that same old way of thinking, that same old mindset, and you're going to corrupt your new situation because you're stepping into a new situation with an old mindset, and it's never going to work, guys. You can't have an elephant mindset and think that you're going to step into lion territory, guys. It is not going to work. It's not going to work. You have to up your way of thinking. You have to up your mindset. You have to elevate your attitude. You have to have an attitude that you know that you know that you know. I don't care who stepped in that room, okay? I don't care what they said. I don't care who told you to leave. I don't care who told you to go home. I don't care what they said. I don't care what they spoke into your childhood, okay? I don't care what they spoke into your adulthood, okay? You are enough. You are a queen. You are a king. But it means nothing for Toya to tell you these things if you don't tell it to yourself. If you don't believe it within yourself, you got to believe it within yourself, guys. You got to carry that attitude of gratitude. You got to carry that attitude of superiority. And I'm not talking about a cocky attitude. I'm talking about an attitude of confidence, an attitude to where you know who you are. And when you know who you are, there is nothing that anybody can say to deter you from your purpose, to deter you from the plan that you have set out on. And I want to tell you guys to always make sure you have a plan, okay? Because when you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So always make sure you have a plan, guys. Always know what you're doing and why you're doing it. And always keep in mind who you are. Keep that attitude of the lion, okay? Because guess what? Nobody ever, no animal or nothing, nobody ever questions the lion and says, well, why are you king? Who made you king? What makes you king? Why do I have to respect you? Nobody ever questions that because it's just understood. It's understood. Okay. And when you carry yourself with that same mentality and you carry yourself with that same mindset, guess what? That respect, it's just going to be understood. People might not like it. I'm going to go ahead and tell you that. They may not like it, but they're going to have to respect it, okay? Because that respect is just going to be understood, okay? Guys, elevate your way of thinking. Change your mindset, okay? We have got to come up from this elephant mindset and let's step into the lion's territory with the lion mindset, and then we can begin to overtake some things. Okay, loves. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to yet another episode of Divine Destiny with Latoya. Guys, if you made it all the way to the end of the podcast, you're the real MVP, guys. Thank you so much. If you haven't done so already, remember to subscribe, okay, to whatever platform you're listening from, whether it be iTunes, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, or even if you're listening directly from the podcast page, guys, remember to subscribe or follow, okay? So you can be in the loop for the new shows and the new episodes, guys. And I just want to leave you with this. If you can see it in your mind, then you can hold it in your hand. With God, all things are possible. I love you guys so much. And until next time, this has been Divine Destiny with LaToya.